You know, there's nothing better when Bob lashes out at the injustice of it all, when his normally mild-mannered demeanor just becomes enraged, when he just cannot maintain anymore. He gets so upset. Now, that hasn't happened yet, but but one day it will, and hopefully it won't be directed at me. But I do know that a little pet peeve happened after yesterday's Mariner game, and it was Aaron Harang kind of scratching the scab a little bit by making the contention that, well, I just threw one bad pitch after a pretty bad appearance.
Yeah, he said that in the game against the Yankees, where he got lit up for, I think, 6 runs or 7 runs, something, whatever it was. He basically chalked it up to one bad pitch, and it was all the Yankees hitting good pitches, which at the time we talked about, it was sort of true. They did hit some good
to it, yeah.
But it's just, even then we talked about it, said, you just don't say that when you get shellacked the way that you did. You come out and you own it, and you say, you know what? I just didn't have my stuff today. They were hitting everything I threw, or my location was off. Whatever you want to say, but don't try to sell people that, well, I only threw one bad pitch. I know they scored 7, but it's not as bad as what you just saw. Trying to basically convince you didn't see what you just watched. And then last night, he gets ripped up by the Angels. Mm-hmm. And there was a play in that game where there was a throw to first base. Michael Morse, the umpire said, pulled his foot off first base, which allowed the hit the inning to continue. Borges is safe at first base, and he kind of chalked that inning up to that play, saying, well, if not for that play, perhaps I get into the 6th inning, maybe the 7th, because of course I get the next guy to pop up. And I'm thinking, boy, that's a stretch to assume that it's all downhill from there. It's all easy sailing from there. If they would have made the right call at first base, again, maybe there's some truth to it, but as a veteran on this team, it sounds like you're making excuses. And as a veteran, it's very distasteful to hear somebody come out and say, what you just watched wasn't nearly as bad as what you just watched. Right? Trying to convince you.
When you lose by 9. I mean, it'd be one thing if you really did throw one bad pitch, and let's say you give up a grand slam, so it's 4 runs at that point. But normally, if you're going to try and sell something like that, you've pitched really well.
Right.
And you threw one bad pitch. You actually did what you're saying. That was not the case with him last night. He was not pitching really well, did not pitch really well. And it's the worst thing that I think fans can hear, especially after a game. You made a great line there about telling them that you didn't see what you thought you saw. Now, I know what I thought I saw last night. The Mariners get aired out. It was like launching pad time. I saw the Angels get 21 hits in that game last night.
No pitcher had a good night in a Mariners uniform last night.
No, so just, come on, Aaron. Own up to it.